And we will start with some of the immaterial things that others want to take the center stage in discussing the President's annual message. Article 58 of the Constitution instructs the President, whoever that is, to deliver an annual message to a joint section of the National Legislature. So what is required by law for the annual message to be delivered is, number one, both houses, the House of Senate and the House of Representatives, should come together in joint session. Two, when they assemble in joint session, they should have quorum. When that happens, the President, whoever he or she will be, must be ready to address them. That's what the Constitution required or requires. It doesn't matter whether Jerolinmek M is there. It doesn't matter whether the LPRC managing director is there. It doesn't matter whether any other person, whether it's our diplomatic friends. Once the legislature is assembled and they have that quorum and the President is ready and is there to deliver, that provision of the Constitution is fulfilled. So it's a good thing that beyond these people who are constitutionally required, the President will ask his cabinet to come along, or they will be invited. Because the things the President presenting are things that are achieved or attained by his officials who he appoints. So they'll be there. If you call the diplomats, if they want to come, they come. If they don't want to come, fine. Any other sector of the society or government that is invited can come, may not come. You only have a crisis if the legislature is not assembled jointly for the delivery of the message, or if they make an attempt to assemble but they don't have a quorum, and then they still go ahead and allow the President to deliver the message in the absence of a quorum, then it's a breach of a law. And in this case, that law will be the Constitution. Any other thing that, as far as participation is concerned, got no bearing on the ceremony, and I will consider it as being immaterial. So those who spending their energy on who was there, who was not there, whether somebody boycotted, somebody didn't boycott, that is an anthem for you to sing. If it is a kumbaya, we can join you to sing it to some extent. But it has no bearing on what is supposed to take place at the Capitol. What is supposed to happen there happened because the provision of the Constitution that demands that was met and satisfied. I see some people even try to make one of the leading papers try to make some issue out of how where people were sitting was a problem. How do you even waste your time on those? You're not paying attention to the substance of what is being discussed. When you go to the Capitol for the purpose of the President's annual message, you are invited. That is an event of the legislature. They are the organizers. They invite us. And I'm sure that was understood by everybody. That's why we proceeded. And for some people to be attempting to make those kinds of distractions as to who attended and what was sitting problem to be the issue, tells us that there are people who are not interested in the progress of the country.